Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist.
1 Minute Apologist.
If you had 1 minute to be able to unpack for the audience,
We interview the world's leading apologists to provide credible answers to curious questions.
Warren, talk to us a little bit about World Magazine. I know in my own life I have been incredibly influenced as a budding apologist on how to understand the world better, and I really feel like it helps us to grow as Christians and also to think apologetically. What is your approach as a journalist there, and why is it important that others read World Magazine?
Well, I appreciate you asking that question because we really do think of World Magazine as a discipleship tool, as a way to help Christians think more Christianly or to have a Christian worldview. You know, I believe it was the theologian Abraham Kuypers who said, "There's not one thumb's width of the universe over which Christ does not declare mine." In other words, God is sovereign over all of the universe, not just these small, narrow areas that we sometimes focus on or concentrate on within the church. I think God cares about politics, which is just really the way we interact with each other in community with one another. I think He cares about economics, which is the way we handle our money, the way we, again, interact with each other financially, the way we care for the poor. These are all economic issues, but they are also biblical issues as well. Scripture has a great deal to say about these issues. And by the way, people are actively out in the world engaged in these activities, and that's where World Magazine comes in. We go report on these issues. One of the things that we say at World Magazine is that we're not just pundits or commentators, but we're reporters. We want to go out into the world and look at what's going on in the world and then see what works and what doesn't work. You know, in Genesis chapter 2, God brought all the animals to Adam and said to name the animals. And in a way, that's really all we're doing at World Magazine, is we are fulfilling that biblical mandate to look out at the world and to name the animals that we see in the world. And the reason that's so important is because those that don't have a biblical worldview are giving other names to those animals. They will look at activities and call those activities compassionate. For example, when it comes to issues like care for the poor or homosexuality or abortion, and we know that what those folks are doing is not compassionate. So giving those proper names, which is what biblically directed journalism or Christian worldview journalism does, is a powerful way that we can help people think Christianly, develop a Christian worldview, and have the language that they need to talk about the world in biblical ways.
Agreed. And folks, if you haven't had an opportunity to get World Magazine, we'd really encourage you to get this magazine. It can really help crystallize a worldview for you.